Hello there, welcome back to Turn, and I hope your day's going well. I'm Grand Admiral, and today I'm going to be breaking down the Book of Boba Fett trailer. I do apologise that this is probably a day late. I was having mic issues yesterday, so I decided to re-record, fix the mic, and get it out today. But anyway, let's get right into this trailer. So, from the start, we're seeing the spider droids that used to roam Jabba's palace, which is now Boba's. These were in a way guards, they did have cannons attached to them, but they also carried the brains of the B. Omar monks, and they thought that their path to enlightenment was to put their brains in a jar and kind of detach themselves from the rest of the world. In this next scene, we've got a pit droid handing Boba his helmet, and we can see that his helmet is a bit more scratched up, telling us there's a bit of a time period between where we saw him in Season 2 of The Mandalorian and where we're starting off from pretty much the Book of Boba Fett. We've also got the Lucasfilm logo, and it seems to be in the art style of Boba's armor. That's very nice. Okay, so here's a town. It seems to be in a crater. I'm going to guess Tatooine by the architecture, and really we've just got Fennec and Boba just walking through it. But this next scene is actually very important, and shows us our main look at the main villain it seems we're getting. Now, this person is known as Hammerhead. He is a Hammerhead, also known as an Ithorian, the correct species term. Now, he seems to be the main rival for Jabba's throne, as we think, and also his translator voice sounds very similar to Mando's, so I'm wondering, is it voiced by Pedro Pascal? Anyway, we've got another look at that town. I'm going to say that's probably Tatooine, just by the architecture. I think I'd guess around there. Also logical. And we got another nice look at Boba's throne, I guess. I guess we can call it Boba's throne now. Okay, so here we're seeing our first fight scene. I'm going to say that might be in Jabba's palace, definitely on Tatooine by the architecture, and I'm saying it could be Jabba's palace, mainly just looking at the walls and the architecture. I think it's definitely on Tatooine, could be in Jabba's palace. And it seems that in the show we're getting a lot of people that are kind of trying to get the throne of Jabba from Boba. I think he's also trying to do a lot of, I'm going to say the word, political underworld unifying. And the scene that you're seeing right now is just him looking absolutely awesome, you know? So, it seems that, okay, it's always exclusive to Disney Plus, wouldn't have expected anything less knowing Disney. Here we've got another look at Jabba, well, Boba's palace now. As you can see, it does look like a monastery, that's because of the BOMR monks. And here we've got, I think they're known as Jabba's main henchmen, I think is what kind of I'm just going to call them. We've got a mix of Trandoshans, it seems. We've got, I think there's a dog-like species, and we've got some of the Aura species. I can't remember the names at the moment, but they're similar to Ponda Baba, that's the word. And we also saw some Gamorrean guards back there. That then goes on what I said, how he's trying to unify up Jabba's empire, and here we just got him looking at the sunset. So these seem to be Tusken Raiders, I think from their clothing, from what we can see. It's a very nice knife in stock, good trick. And it seems here, I think they're visiting another crime syndicate led by a female Twi'lek. At least that's what it looks like from the scene. Maybe he knows them, so maybe a contact that he knows. Nice shot of the slave one there, or now known as the fire spray. And here we see another look at the henchmen around the table. Maybe they're not Trandoshans. They look from Trandoshans from one angle, they look a different species from another. Okay, so this is nice. This is showing that grittier side of battling and kind of the duels that's taking place, as we so speak. These shields look new. I think they're plasma shields. I'm going to say probably what I'd guess. Seem pretty cool. And those electro styles, I think we've seen similar when we looked at Force Awakens with the electric batons. And Bob was just whipping out his old Tusken Raider Maori style, skills there. Nice job to Mara Morrison. So this scene I absolutely love because he's saying, they're all asking, why should we really trust you? And he's saying, well, if Jabba was still around, you would be dead by now because you would have been fed to the Rancor. And I'm not doing that. Which goes back on his point of saying, he wants to rule with respect instead of how Jabba ruled with fear. Definitely saying that he's taking a different tone on the underworld. So I definitely think he's trying to unify kind of Jabba's clans, trying to set himself up to a good concrete start, and then run from there. So that was the trailer. This is the new poster as well, just a quick note on that. I think there is a rumour going around, and I'm not so sure how much I believe this, but I think it's possible, that we may see Crimson Dawn back in action, mainly because the War of the Bounty Hunter comics have been leading into Book of Boba Fett. We do know Kira's alive, and she's back in pretty much Star Wars and stuff. So definitely she could be in there. And it seems like the rumour is that Hammerhead and Bob will team up to take on a third party, a very powerful one. This is why I would guess Crimson Dawn. But I will make a separate video on my theories for the episodes and what's really going to happen in the Book of Boba Fett. But anyway guys, again, I'm sorry about kind of the delay this video took to make. Purely just the mic was just not working yesterday. So again, my apologies on that. I hope the rest of your day goes well. Comment down below your thoughts on this trailer and what you're excited to see in the Book of Boba Fett. And yeah, may the Force be with you.